So welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to fit some coilovers to the Swift Sport. I bought these second-hand XYZ coilovers which are made in the UK, and these were a prototype set for the ZC33S. I don't think they actually sell them yet, but if that changes before I post a video, I'll stick the link to them in the description down below. These ones have been used as on like a test bench car, so we're going to get them onto mine now and get it a bit lower. So I've got all the car jacked up, it's on axle stands all the way around. We've taken all the wheels off, so we're going to start on the front, which all you have to do on the front is take these rubber caps off the top, and then you've got a 17 or a 19 mil nut on there, and then underneath you've just got two bolts holding the bottom of the strut in. And then the kit actually comes with adjustable anti-roll bar drop links as well. So we're going to take the drop links off, then these two bolts. That whole strut should come out once that top nut's off. So yeah, let's get that all off, and then we'll get the kit out and show you what needs to go on. So the anti-roll bar drop link nuts are 14 mil. So we'll take the drop link off before we take anything else off. So we've got the roll bar off. Ended up having to use the angle grinder because the Allen key was just rounded off, so we couldn't hold the end of the ball joint still while we were taking the nuts off. So I've just cut it off. Next up, we want to just take the ABS wire away from the strut so that doesn't get caught. And then these are 17 mil nuts and bolts. So if you take both of those out, then that is the strut loose from the bottom half of the car. So once you've got everything off on the bottom, there's just a 17 mil nut holding the whole strut in. So if you just loosen that off, I'll have to let go because I'll have to grab the other side with my hands to stop it falling into the CV boot. But it is just one nut holding the rest of the strut in. So this is my first time working on the suspension on this car, and I have missed some of it. So around the back, the brake pipe actually goes around the back, and there is a bolt holding a bracket to the back of the strut, which I missed before I dropped the strut out. So the strut's dropped down, and it's still got the brake line attached. So there is just a 12 mil bolt on the back that needs to come out. So we've got the front strut off. This is the new coilover that's going on, and they are sided. It does say on the bottom which side they are for, but we need to utilise the original strut top mount on top of this coilover for it to mount into. So I'm going to get some spring clamps on this spring, compress the spring, and take this top mount off the original strut. So I've got the spring fully compressed now, and then there is a 19 mil nut holding this rubber top mount on, so we'll just whiz that off. So I haven't got any instructions for these coilovers because I bought them secondhand, so I'm trying to go off logic here, but I think the way it goes together is this dowel first, then this metal cap that comes with the coilover, and then your original bearing that comes off your original strut goes on top of there like that, and it should press right into the recess so it sits nice and flush. And then on top of that you've got a washer, and then on top of the washer you have got your strut top, and then there is no washer on top, it is just the nut, so that just goes on there like that. So I'll wind that all up now, get it nice and tight, and then we'll throw it back up into the car. I've thrown it back up into the car, so basically it just wants to go back in with the rubber top mount sitting up against the inside of here, and then you've got this little collar that sits over the top, and then a nut, and that holds it all together. So we're tightening this all up now. That'll hold the coilover tight up into the top of the strut tower. So I don't know how low these coilovers are set at the moment. They're just as they came to me, so I don't know how low the other guy had them. So what I'm going to do is get this back up and then drop it back on the floor, see how low it sits, and decide whether I need to raise it a little bit. I'm guessing from how much I'm having to struggle to get the hub up to the coilover, I'm probably going to have to raise it a tiny bit, but basically what I've done is got a jack under the lower control arm and just jacking the hub up to the bottom of the coilover. So that is the hub jacked up to the bottom of the coilover. We've greased all of the nuts and bolts just to make it easier to get them out if we have to take them out at any point. So we've got the hub bolted back in now. These two bolts are nice and tight, so you just want to hook your ABS wire line back into the bracket, and then you've got your brake line here that needs to bolt back up into this bracket around the back. So that is the 12mm bolt that we took out here. So that just wants to go back in there like that and bolt back up into there like that. So now that the strut and everything is bolted up and everything's attached to it, we've got this adjustable drop link to go in. So I've just attached to the bottom end, and then the top wants to just go in that way like that. 17 the 17 cut. And then you've got your nuts to go on there. These adjustable drop links have the Allen key in the middle as well, so if you need to hold the center still, you can put an Allen key in there and use a spanner. So I'll get those tightened up now, and we'll drop it on the floor, see how high it sits, and we can decide whether we need to adjust it. So the fronts are all done, we've got the wheels back on, we just need to drop it on the floor to see how it sits, but we're going to get the back done first while we've got it in the air. So I'm going to start on this side, and basically all you have to do is pop that cap off and you can see the top of the strut. It's the same on the other side, there's just this big cap here. And then underneath you actually have a separate shock to the spring. So the spring sits in the beam axle, and then you have a separate shock. There's just one nut and bolt going through the bottom of it holding it together, but as you can see, the new coilovers come as one shock and strut piece. So what I'm going to do is just jack the rear beam axle up underneath one of the springs, just underneath that spring cup, and just take a little bit of tension from the rear axle like that. And then what we can do after that is undo these nuts and bolts on both sides, and then I can lower the whole rear axle down so that slowly, so that we can take the springs out from the rear axle. Need a 17mm socket for that bolt. This nut on this side is actually captive, so you don't need a spanner for that side, and then we'll wind that out. Same again on this side. So I've got both of those bolts out, both shocks now, so we can just lower the rear axle down slowly. If you just go nice and gentle until the spring's loose, and then we can pull the spring out. So the jack is completely off now, so Luke's just going to push down on the strut, and then you can pull the spring straight out. So now the springs are out and the struts are loose at the bottom, we're just going to loosen the top nut on the top of the shock absorber, and then it should pull out. Sweet. So that is the original strut, original shock absorber out of the car. So now we're going to throw the new coilover in, which basically just goes in from the top, and it has a nut, bolt going in from the top instead of the original nut. Basically you want to take all your rubber mountings out. You don't need to use these by the looks of it. Like I said, I don't have any instructions, so I'm going off what seems logical, but I think basically this just sits in the top of the strut like that, because this little round bit in the top fits perfectly through the hole at the top. And then on the top side you've got one big washer that sits like that, and then a slightly smaller one, I think possibly to reinforce it. Then you've got your bolt that goes in the top like that. So to adjust the stiffness on the rear ones, you've got this little dial just under the rose joint, and you can see there's a H and an S on it, so hard that way, soft the other way. So I've just adjusted the dial full soft for now, and then we can wind it up harder if I want it harder. But like I said, it is my daily driver, so I don't want it too uncomfortable. So that is the strut bolted back in. So you've got the big washer on the bottom and then a slightly smaller washer on top. I think that is because we've taken all of the rubber bushes out. That is to strengthen the turret. So yeah, it's pretty crucial that you get both washers in there. Then underneath, we've got it sat like this now. So all we need to do is just cut this cable tie that's holding the little shims in either side of the bush. And then we'll jack the rear axle back up to meet here and put the bolt back through. So we've got the coilovers all bolted back in now. That is jacked up so that we're high enough so that we can get the bolt back in. Bolts are back in on both sides, so we can drop this jack out now, tighten these bolts up, and that is the back pretty much good to go. Back end's all back together. I've got these weather protectors with the coilovers as well, so they basically just go over the outside of the coilovers and keep the threads and everything from getting too much crap on them. So now that that's all back together properly, we'll chuck the wheel back on, drop it on the floor. We'll see how the car sits and decide whether we need to adjust it. So coilovers are on, all fitted. I don't think I'm going to adjust them for now. It's a little bit lower, but not like stupidly low. You can't see the strut through the arch gap anymore, which is nice. So yeah, a little bit lower. I'm going to be going up onto 18-inch wheels, so I don't want to lower it too much. I think what I'll do is get the wheels on and then we'll adjust the coilovers to fit, but it looks so much better without the huge arch gap on it. I've just taken it for a spin down the road and actually it drives really, really nice. So it's a little bit stiffer, but like still quite comfortable. I've got everything set on full soft at the moment, so I will mess around with settings and stuff. But yeah, pretty happy with it. So that is how to fit coilovers on the ZC33S Swift Sport. If you've found the video helpful, make sure you leave a like, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.